me again, one more video and going in the bag now, so thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and share it around the world so that I can get you all the information about all rugby league. This one today is not about the North American Rugby League, it's about England Rugby League's call-ups for the 35-man squad contingent ready for their game against the combined Rugby League All-Stars in the 25th of June. So click that notification bells for any future upcoming information, and let's go on to the statement. And also at the end I'll be playing all the players, I'll be going through the list of all the players that have been called up into the squad. There are a few shocking announcements, because straight away Wane has picked the same 35-man squad for this training camp on Tuesday the 13th of April, and so when this video goes out, the Tuesday after, that was the same as November's. This also includes 6 players that are injured currently. For instance, Harry Newman of Leeds Rhinos. He broke his leg in 2020 and he's coming back slowly but surely to a full fitness, but it was a severe break, that's why he's been out so long. He's also picked 7 NRL based players, although they will not be able to be at Leeds Beckett session. Leeds Beckett University is where the training session is being held on the 13th of April. And that will be precisely 200 days before England's World Cup 2021 match against Samoa at St James's Park, Newcastle, on the 23rd of October. So the Rugby League World Cup is going ahead as planned, which was reported in Samoan newspapers. The Sunday just gone. Anyway, so just looking at the information. First one that they picked out on the rugbyleague.com website where they did this announcement was one player who will be there at the training camp, will be Callum Watkins, who earned his last of his 25 international caps in the 2017 World Cup final against Australia, where he was ankle tapped by Josh Dugan when the game was going right down to the wire to stop England running in a try to go ahead in that game. There have been some other inclusions like last November. For instance, James Roby at 35 is another veteran of the 2017 World Cup, and he's the most experienced member of the squad. Plus he's one of the 6 St Helens players that have been called up again. Exactly the same team training squad as November's training squad. The two teams that have got the most representative players in this squad are Warrington Wolves and St Helens, both with 6, while Wigan Warriors have 5. But you can see a lot of Wane's charges are included in this squad also. Going back to Harry Newman, he said, Wane says, I rate Harry Newman very highly. He has a good chance of playing in the World Cup. He's got real strength. We've got real strength and depth in the squad at centre and at hooker and wing too. So he also says it's open. The door is not shut to anyone else to break a way into the squad. As he says, names will come and go as the season unfolds, but the 35 players I've named reflects my current thinking. They're all capable for playing to an England standard. They know what's expected at an international level and the heights they must hit. There is a good mix of youth and experience, and age is no barrier. The 30-somethings in the squad are playing some good rugby, and if the 17-year-old puts his hand up and shows me he's got what it takes, he'll be in also. I've watched every Super League game every week, multiple times. I'm seeing some good things from the England players. I keep a close eye on the NRL too. Those players can't join us at Leeds Beckett, but I'll make sure that they're getting the same information as the players who can. So while there's 35 squad members being called up, only 28 will be at Leeds Beckett, and some of those are currently injured. Anyway, the session at Leeds is all about introducing players to systems, how we'll defend and how we'll attack, and so on. There are some of the best players around, and they'll get it very quickly. It is important that it is an important part of our preparations for mid-season internationals and the All-Stars game, and for the World Cup too. So going on to the actual game itself against the Combined Nations All-Stars at Warrington's Halliwell Jones Stadium. It's on Friday the 25th of June, and it's an historic double header for the men's and women's team. The women's team will face Wales at 6 PM before Sean Wane takes charge of an England team for the first time at 8 PM. So it's good that it's a double header. I do like that. I remember the triple header at the Macron Stadium, the University of Bolton Stadium, Reebok Stadium, Bolton Wanderers Ground, I'll just call it that. Recent in the last couple of years, where they had the men's, women's, men's semi-finals either side of the women's final. Well, it should have been, but it was women's and then the two men's semi-finals. Yes, it could be better. But I was also there the year before when it had the double header with Catalan being the major story at that one. And the year before was Featherstone, which unfortunately I didn't make. So a bit more information about the actual tickets. There's an initial 4,000 tickets available for this 25th of June game, and tickets are priced at £20 per adults and £10 for under 16s. And I hope that further areas of the stadium will become available as social distancing requirements ease. So it's going to be on Sky, we know that, and it's going to be a competitive game. Last time that these two sides came together, it seemed like the England team or the Great Britain team, I can't remember which one it was, it seemed like the All-Stars had too much for the England team, as it was an All-Stars team, but it was an All-Stars Super League team. So make us that as you will. Anyway, now onto the squad itself. I will go through these alphabetically because that's how the list has gone through. I won't name the clubs, but you'll know the names. So it's John Bateman, Tom Burgess, Darryl Clark, Mike Cooper, Ben Curry, Niall Velds, Herbie Farnworth, Liam Farrell, Luke Gale, Oliver Gildart, Josh Griffin, Ash Handley, Zach Hardacre, Josh Hodgson, Tom Johnson, Toby King, Morgan Knowles, Johnny Lomax, Jermaine McGilvray, Paul McShane, Tom Makinson, Don Manfredi, Harry Newman, Mark Percival, Joe Philbin, Stephen Ratchford. Then we go James Roby, Dan Sarginson, Ryan Sutton, Luke Thompson, Sam Tompkins, Alex Walmsley, Callum Watkins, Elliot Whitehead, and George Williams. So you can see a very, very centric squad where the core of it seems to be Wigan affiliated Sean Wane type players, with the NRL boys such as Elliot Whitehead and Luke Thompson, as well as Herbie Farnworth. That's a surprise to me that I didn't realise that he was called up into the November squad, but it is. Getting to know you, as he's not really played that much over here with players in this England squad. Maybe have only known the boys down in Australia too much. I might have played some junior stuff with some of the boys in the squad, but he seems like a good winger, a good prospect, someone who could set the NRL on fire and also the World Cup on fire. If he plays on the same side as Callum Watkins, who can deliver that ball, or even the work rates of someone like Dan Sargent. But yeah, it'll be hard to dislodge someone like Jermaine McGilvray, who has been fantastic and always finds his front every single time that a tackle comes in. He always wins the tackle because he lands on that front. And that's great for a winger. When he also does it when he's giving his forwards a breather, taking the ball out from his own 20, his own 10, his own goal line. He always seems to gain yards and also hit his front. I'm a fan of Jermaine McGilvray, and he always scores tries as well. It'll be interesting, this entire squad. I'm also a fan of Tom Johnson's as well, who might play the other side. He's athletic. He's 100-meter dash fast. Maybe not, but he's really quick. He's up there. He's really up there. Probably one of the fastest players in rugby as a whole. And his finishing for the last couple of seasons has got better and better, finding those corners when it seems impossible to get there. I think he's up there in a fight with Tommy Makinson to try and find those corners. I know that they all go airborne now in the corner, but them are the two highlights in the Super League for the finishing. So that's my two penneth and my reporting on the actual squad. So thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you did like this video, and if you have any useful comments in regards to making these videos better, thank you so much, and I do appreciate them in advance. Please leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you next time. Bye now.